Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my people around the world. Now, formerly known Stop By, still is Stop By. And yeah, this new channel here, ASCAN, is an African sovereign Caribbean Americas connection. When I mean Americas, I mean the Americas, right? North, South. And there's so much going on, really. First, I want to say, which I should have said before, even though I said good morning and other stuff. I want to say to all my people who I haven't heard of in the comment in a while and replied to, and who were looking for videos continually when I stopped, even though a lot didn't know what happened. And YouTube had a lot to play with it. What YouTube did, they keep striking me. And it's cool. And I know why. Just for the reason of this video here now. Because I can't hold it. I have to share everything that I know. To my people. We have gods running around as celebrities. This is nothing new. This is nothing new that I just stumble upon that celebrities are God. This is nothing new. We have all kind of people. Excuse me. Just become celebrity. All kind of people just become celebrity. It have a thing now. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not into celebrities. I don't care about celebrities, meaning the fame and the fortune, and it don't bother me. And then when I speak on celebrities, what bothers me is the way they influence our children. That's what bothers me. In everything I say and everything I do, that is my main factor. What bothers me is how the influence come on the children. If anything else, all they could do all they want to do. But when all they're influencing the children, I step in, and that is why I come to talk about the false God. Now, if all they realize the other day, and it's always going to be like, oh, you're talking about this and you're talking about, but we have to keep facts and we have to keep it real, and we can't sugarcoat nothing. What them doing today, they sugarcoating everything. Everybody want to be, like, well, I couldn't say it because, this and that. No, you could say what the fuck you want to say. Period. You could say what you want to say. Am I right? If I'm not, tell me, you could say what you want to say. So I'm saying this. When them roll out the medication for the people them, which is called vaccine, and people afraid to say the word vaccine. I'm not afraid to say no vaccine because I'm feeling like, why all of a sudden, words that you normally say or could say, you cannot say? Who the fuck is these people? So let me say what I have to say. So they roll out their vaccine, and they use celebrities to get the younger heads to take vaccine. Now, remember, you're fascinated about that celebrity. You're so fascinated, let me tell you, both sides, male and female, that you will be with your woman and she will see her favorite artist and she will go in a awe and forget you even next to her. And go so far as to say she will fuck him if he give her the chance. And say that the only time she will cheat on her husband or her man or her boyfriend. Same with the guy. But if I get Beyonce, boy, you know now, hell over fucking waters. And you have a wife who you tell you love, who you say you care for, especially if she have your child. But you will fall in love with the so-called God. And yes, the female, the same thing, the so-called God. Because you all didn't realize recently is at a concert they call the Travis World Concert. I remember a couple of years ago, I tell my son, give me some music. What I needed the music for? I think I was making a move or doing something and I needed some music just to, because, I used to DJ. I still DJ. I just don't really, But on the music, he gave me some music. And the only person I liked it on that music, as far as like the song, not the person per se, was Kendrick Lamar. But he had Travis Scott on that. And every time I hear Travis Scott, it is remember, let's bring me to remembrance of one of my brethren mentioned, named Travis. We both call each other mention if there's anything. But yes, so the concert, people had to be vaccinated to go to that concert. And when you go to that concert, you go into that concert as a follower to a God who's serving iniquity. Remember me tell that, because if you listen to these people music, There's nothing godly in their music. And even if you don't want to use the word God, just use the word positiveness. There's nothing positive in their music. So it's obvious it will have chaos. And this is not the end. This is not even the scratch of the surface. More concerts to come, more deaths to come. Same with the movie. And then you also have the transgender in the mix. You got to be either or either when you go into celebrity world. You cannot be up there trying to fake it because they will pull your card. And that is what happening to these artists these days. That's why you see they are coming out slowly but surely, because they are close to the million but yet far, unless they do certain things, and they have to, because some of them don't see themselves going forward as being the person who they was before they become, or who they are trying to become at this present day and time, which is the so-called celebrity. So you have artists now who back is against the wall, and well, let me just use the word celebrity to cover everything. Celebrities and so-called celebrity, because some of them ain't no celebrity if you already have the meaning of celebrity in their celebrity world. But it's funny, now they're back against the wall, and boom, they have no other choice. So, and it's happening all over, and that's why this is not just to speak on one country or island. This is for everybody, and I'm calling for unification and a ban on this so-called music that these people in them are delivering to the children. Boycott them. Don't listen to the music. Don't pay no attention to the music. Don't give them no streaming, right? Because in most of these music, they're inciting violence. And you as a mother or a father should know better than to accept, you know, certain type of things towards your family. And don't get me wrong, I'm speaking and I'm guilty of it. That's why I could speak. When I'm saying I'm guilty of it, I live through my life growing up, not with the celebrity thing, because I never liked celebrity, but I listen music. But my excuse in listening at a song with a lot of gun music and killing in it is because the lyrics well put together. Now, that was my excuse for listening the song. And I'm deciding that if that's my excuse for listening to the song, then why should I have an excuse? I supposed to listen to the song without even having an excuse, right? That's what I think, because the only way that could happen for me is like if you have brackets where a song is not intended to kill nobody, it's just talented. Who can sing a song concerning that without using certain words, or using certain words but not making it, you know, um, making it come out as how the so-called artists today I deal with them thing. I don't know if I say it right, but in all, what I'm trying to say is that we cannot be supporting the fuckery and then complaining. We complaining. We complaining. We supporting the fuckery and we complaining, and it's not good. I was gonna do a video just to connect myself with the youth with him, because enough people don't even know, and probably some know. Well, some have to know that I've been doing YouTube channel for a while, not as long, but before some of these so-called YouTubers now, who are also inciting violence. And yes, I did comment and make certain things, and you know, but we learn. And they say when you know better, you do better. So them so-called gods that are running the earth right now, because yes, they can run the earth. Nobody, I mean, remember, that they say every dog have its day, and it's time for some people to run them world. Because how would they have followers if they don't have nothing to go on? People have to see things that go on. And look at the fuck we are going. Every day, black people killing black people. Every day. Every day. And when I say black people, I say black people, I meaning black people, meaning that if you're not black, you're white, and if you're not white, you're black. Stop coming with the between. I only put that there because that is to connect with the people who see themselves as Latino or as Americans or as the Caribbean, you know what I mean? But there's a oneness. It don't go further than that. One, we need to stop support these artists who are inciting and igniting the fire of negativity in our children. We cannot support that. Cannot. Big man and big woman having their children in the backseat listening to fuckery. Imagine that. You driving with your children, taking them to school, and you listening to fuckery, and they hearing that, and you don't think they're picking up that. Parents, parents, even me, I'm talking to myself, because I had my son around me a couple months ago, and try reason with him, and him act like him following me and dear daddy, and say me, I'm everything like you, and I'm saying you everything like me. He say, yeah. I said, well, don't be everything like me. He said, be more than me. But him have his own mindset also. Because you see that in the court school, I guess in the earlys it used to be understandable or overstand, well, in my word. Because when we speaking, we have to speak for both the people who love grammar and proper English, even though I don't have proper English, but we mix it. So maybe time gone by, it used to be understandable or overstandable. But you go to school and you learn a little bit about life on the visual mindset side. And I use the word visual mindset, it mightn't be proper. Like I say, I'm not with the fucking English. And I don't need no grammar. I have more than one grammar. So And yes, I know grammar and grammar is two different things, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, individual mindset. They go to school to get that exposure, knowing that it have an outer world, knowing that they can travel, knowing that people do different things. We call it social studies. Learning social behavior, other people and other countries, animals and whatever. So you get that exposed. Maybe at that time it was understandable. But now your children go to school and your child is in school and right next to him is a classmate selling drugs and straying some of the children and them to do the things that they see and being exposed to as a minor. Remember, it was done in front of him, exposed to him like, yo, this is the thing to do. So he do the same thing, just like same way in some slightly. And I say slightly because some people could overcome it and some people cannot. But you will know, and they will know themselves. And I know it's a touchy subject, but when we speak, we don't kind of cut one corner and all that stuff. Like how they say, the abuse does love the abuser, but also the abuse does turn abuser. If you never notice that, you can look into that and you will see, you know. So the same way, when the child see you parading in such negative way, they adapt that because children live what they learn. And now it's touchy because I'm a parent, and then the children is who's supposed to come and hold the torch and find the core to living longevity life without illness, and having to be decay in such rapid short time, and we fucking that up because we selfish, very, very, very fucking selfish. Some of us don't have time to teach the youths nothing, not even at the street side, not even in the home, not even in the workplace. And I get it to some point where some people might say they're busy doing something to make their life better. But it's also because you are fucked up too. Because we all get showered with that syndromes that we're supposed to be always trying to go some fucking way, which is nowhere. You're already here. And yes, to the small-minded people, when I mean going nowhere, you're already here, meaning that some people, like for instance, you go to school, they tell you, what you want to be when you grow up? Some want to be police, some want to be lawyer, some want to be fireman. But then when you grow up, you realize it's not what you want to be, it's what you really want in life. You know what I mean? Because even when you be a policeman, you're still suffering. When you're a fireman, you still, whatever. The fact is, you want things. You know what I mean? The job you wanted is cool, but now you want things along with that. And then when you get them things now, they put a higher price now. You need a bigger house. You should be living in London. You should be living in Palisade. You should be living in Beverly Hills. You know, you should have a flat screen TV. You know what I mean? You should do this, you should have that. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can know that you really was successful in life, or you did life. But that's fuckery. So to the small minded, when I mean you're trying to go there, but you're already here, it means that life is all about comfort. Lodge that in all your fucking brain. And I'm not cussing you all to say cussing you all. I'm speaking because of anger towards unification, how people are straying from the only point that can make a fucking mark. Unification. It's hard, like how I coming forward now to do this video, because as I look before I say this, I see zero. That means nobody is not watching, nobody's not listening. And yes, I always do video without premiering it, right? Making it be in suspense. That's like premiering. When you premiere something, you keep it in suspense. But yeah, so I ain't see nobody really watching, but I know because I didn't do my thing properly. But at the end of the day, still, the YouTube site is flooded with a lot of fuckery. And I mean that, you know, because it's nice to keep negativity running and dash with poverty. The topic on poverty, the topic on reality, the topic on unification, them things, people don't want to hear that. They talk about it, but they don't really want to hear it. They don't. False God, all they running down. Some of y'all can't wait for their favorite artist to come out of the so-called COVID-19 and enter on the stage. All they want to be front and in VIP. To see somebody who's following negativity. Somebody who say they love money. That's another thing. I hear a song the other day. And let me tell you, they know me already. I don't cut corners. So I ain't holding back no name neither. Vibes Cartel sing a song the other day and say he love money. And before that he say that them say money is the root of all evil. And I say, no. They say for the love of money the root of all evil. And then he still come on top of that and say he love money. But he's supposed to be an educational person. With all that edification, you still come out and say you love money, and you know, or I guess you probably don't know that you would not be singing that If you love money, if you love fucking money, what will happen? When that money dingle in front of your eye, you're doing anything for it. That's love. Love make you do anything. That's why I have a word, I have a saying that I get from my father, and I'll just never forget that. But it's controversial to some people because when I say it, some people don't get it because their levels of edification is very low. And then them overstanding is way out of it. So their reasoning ability don't give them that access to knowledge. So here we are now. Love. Man love woman. Woman care for man. There's only one love, man love. That's why when a woman leave a man, most of the time, he kill her. So let's see that. So let's see the love right there. Strong. What is going on with my people? What is really fucking going on with my people? Because again, I just explained to you right there. When a man love a woman, you see the things he do, he go to the extreme and even kill her. And I'm not saying a woman never kill a man. But when I say my father tell me woman don't love is only man, there's only one love, man love. He didn't lie. Because woman care. That's why people always think that it's a love. It's caring. Caring and love have a similarity. Nobody didn't want to tell me that because nobody never tell me that. Me figure that out on my own. Like when all they start listening to this first thing here, this is just the, linear nothing yet. And I want you to tune in and subscribe and look for the ASCAN channel and subscribe to that channel because that is the channel I'm gonna be giving all the works on. This channel is Stop By channel. This channel here is more like a news channel, really. Right? The next one is not so much like news, it's more like, uh, 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 how to put it? It's more like a foundation for unification. You know what I mean? It's a movement. Yeah, ASCAN is a movement because the people have to move in one direction, that which is positive and not negative. So let me go straight from the point. When I was talking about cartel and I say him love money. Now if him love money, remember I just explained to you, one love, man love, right? When a man and a woman go together, even when the woman leave, or when the man leave the woman, she get hurt, she cut up with her, she burn on just whatever she go do. I mean, she might try to poison them, but she have thing like nah, I might, what I mean? Sometimes she do it. Depends, She ain't thinking about going to jail. I mean? She cause she friends tell that, I tell you about Harry long time, Girl, you playing. Long Harry like you. I ain't go out with Harry and leave this fucking asshole alone. Every day you're calling me and telling me you do this and you do that. Girl, just leave the fucking man alone. Get pack up your clothes. Where you there? Coming and get you now. Girl, I can't. Girl, come. Girl, I go in and get you now. I call Harry. He say you ready to go out with you tonight. You could all go and have a little drink. And simmer she down. even though she hype. Because she just found out he fuck another girl. But guess what? When it's on the man's side, the boys then say, yo, you still worrying about that fucking girl, boy? He said, boy, Virgin, I don't want to hear that, you know. I don't want to hear that, you know. All them fucking thing, all they come around me tell me about my girl. Boy, I don't, boy, you the so the girl fuck a man and here they come in and see man dick in the girl mouth and you ain't, boy, all the good, yes? And you still want to be with that fucking girl? Virgin, don't say another thing, you know. Don't say another fucking thing, you know. Virgin, you see me, I go on and I go to end up and get mad at you, Virgin. Big time, even though he knows facts that he just saw. He girl getting skin up, skin out, brought out, whatever. He can't get in his head yet because now he turn up, but still holding on to some type of, because he love her, real love, real fucking love. People just think man don't love. Me don't know where them get that from. Because as a man, I should not love and still love. For love might make people think you're soft, but love is humbleness and comfort. Some of them people out there ain't have the idea yet what love is. So again, when Carter say he love the money, remember, you know, and remember look at how much people that follow that youth, you know. So they can go and say, oh, we don't like cartel. But let me tell you this something. But at one time, me know the youth to a point because remember, you know, the youth know some people who me know. And them same people who me know, me never even believe them people and them respect them like that too. Ah, boy. And then people tell me some things. Well, not some things. Them say one thing to me one time, and we find it funny for years. And we couldn't get around it because remember I told you, say me a DJ now. So when me I play the youth popcorn at him prime age because my boy did a show and gave me like him first bus. That's why we just say we bust popcorn. Know that. So him and Sheba. So anyway, one time I tell him say, yo, I make the youth just come in and make and pull our money and do a little thing and you know. Man said they were not dealing with popcorn. I said, what? My brethren, we are talk about any man and ting, bam, bam. He said, no, virgin. Boy, informer. I say, informer? You go say popcorn and informer. But I, for years, over 7 to 8 years now, the man tell me that, and maybe that's right after 18, but before that they were saying that, I just never really get it. You know? So, we know some people who know the man, and the man respect them people. But me not like them people because everybody is to the own in a certain way. And me feel it to a point to know so them people are look at the man also, not like maybe yes, I have to say like a God. Cause like I say, me don't cut corners because anybody I look pan cartel and type of way them I look like him as a God. Cause he's a God, a false God. You know what I mean? You have a lot of false God out there. And now you're seeing them popping up all over and them just taking the stage. Enough people just following them and them having the children behind them. What a lost soul. I ain't saying nothing yet, you know. I ain't saying nothing yet. Look at the pastor the other day. What they call Pastor Kevin, whatever his name is. You didn't see that about Trinidad flag there. Nobody didn't see that. And I don't know if it had other flags, but I know I see a Trinidad flag there. So that means it had probably had people from Trinidad participating in that fuckery. Even though we don't know the whole bottom of the story, it still is fuckery. What's wrong with you people? Nobody ain't thinking about planting. Nobody ain't thinking about coming together and all a unification and let the children them know sort of yo is a one and a loveness. You can go and play a little football game. You can go by the river and cook some food. You know what I mean? And just relax. You can go to the park. You can take a walk. You know what I mean? Through the, you know what I mean? Well, some would say wood, some would say bushes, some would say jungle, whatever you want to call it, whatever is fit for you at the time. You can do so and catch a little float and go on the water and just, you know what I mean, and relax. What's wrong with you people, man? And I tell all you before and think all you didn't really get it, but some of these artists are bad man or was bad man or tried to be bad man or was on their way to be bad man before they come so-called artists and celebrity. Well, I want to use celebrity to cover the whole artist for and everybody because, like I said the other day, this show they call on stage, pussy all, I don't know, man. Them just never listening up. The man not stop give out artists to blood clad people, just everybody. So, and yes, me I talk Jamaican for this part here. To every bumble rascal pussy all, let's give out artists, this one a artist, that one a artist. Them pussy all them boy never even perform in front of 100 people and you call them artists. And even if they did do that, them don't have a catalog, they don't have certain music. I'm just saying that just to say how fucked up the shit is. Because a man can sing a song, and sing about reality, and what's going on in the country or what's going on in the world, But like man forget them things and forget the platform them have. That's where you get a fucking voice for. To talk about social injustice and social injustice in the fucking community, social injustice in the country, social injustice around the world. That's what you get a fucking mouthpiece platform in this world for. Not to go and talk about blood clot guns and fucking thing. And you Trinidadian boy, Swanee and fucking um what the boy them and yeah, man, it's funny, because me I go call your name even though say me was listening to your music because me realize you start kind of look a little something. But at the end of the day, again, the only reason why me used to listen to certain people music, that's why I never put it on my platform, is because of the lyrics. Me say the boy them have some good lyrics, but them don't know what to do. And then me realize only in that fucking bad neither. None all the Jamaica, Trinidad, Grenada, Barbados, Guyana, St. Vincent, the whole Virgin Island, every fucking body in America. All they're not bad with them because you know why? Or they cannot stay on accord with consciousness. Or they can't. be continuously with consciousness. So all ain't bad at all. All they fucking wrong. All they bad in the wrong way though. Maybe that's the bad all they're talking about because all they could talk badness. I'm not gonna call, if I don't call your name, it's because I can't remember your fucking name. But all the artists me I talk to who I deal with fuckery. And before me say that, or me don't say it already, but let me clarify. Rasta artists who are deal with reggae now get mixed up in this. That is for the Jamaican way. All the Rastas who singing conscious music, they may not one mother come to do with this. Like for the Trinidadian. I can go to other country longer. I ain't gonna do that right now. Too much for that. Maybe on the next time. But yeah. So don't mix up the man and them who are try keep it heretical and know it's a struggle to just keep one accord and don't bend. Don't mix them up with the so-called Astas. I was making a song that is the new name for them so-called claim to say Rasta. Astas. They are Astas. Especially the ones in them who bend. Because you see what's going on in the music business. Is one set of homosexual thing coming in the music business. Not that is new. We are talking about in our music. We're not talking about in them music, we're talking about in our music. And when I mean our music, I'm talking about the whole diaspora along with the Americas, Africa from beginning. Because why this video start with chapter 1 is because it will have other chapter to follow. Because when I say Africa and I say the Caribbean and I say the Americas, the Caribbean is the Americas though, but to some people overstanding, they wouldn't really catch if I had just say, Africa and the Americas. They would say, well, what about Caribbean people? Just like some people in the United States of America. They say, well, I can't go to New York. That's another country. I might need a passport. You in California and you can't go to New York because you might need a passport. Like somebody asked me one time, how you get to New York? You didn't have to, how you get to New York? And do you have to take the plane or boat? I said, no, I drove. I drove. And I said that to say this. There's a lot of people don't know a lot of shit. Hold on. Let me take that word forward. There's a lot of people who don't know a lot of things or a lot of stuff. They're baffled. So we are here in this chapter 1 here to give them some strength. All right? Now, that is it for now. I'm going to try to curtail it a little better, but this is because I feel like I've been hesitating because I do other things and I'm hesitating, but I don't want to hesitate no more. I don't want to procrastinate no more because I feel like the people and them so loose that when fire catch your neighbor house and you know you're living next to that person, what you gonna do? You're gonna get yourself prepared, right? Because if you don't, it's gonna be too late. So I have to let the people know what's going on. I have to let them know they are following mockery. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna cut it both ways because I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, yeah, Trinidadian talking about Jamaican, always downplaying Jamaican." It have a girl. No, it's not of a girl. Oh, you know we can't make them mistake there. It have a boy in Trinidad who sings soca music. I forget, is it Bubbles, whatever. That today I don't really follow them because I don't. Once I see it, I just cut like Jamaica. I say, you know. Once I see it, I just leave it alone, you know. So anyway, them people supporting them artists. And another thing, as I saying that, if you go make a song with an artist who on the negativity fully up and you know that you is part of that, regardless how you think about it, you is part, because if you know that, you know you're not supposed to mix, you're not supposed to give them no energy. Don't deal with it. That's why we have things crumbling. But those who have to fear will fear. Those who know not to fear will not fear, because at the end of the day, we know many are called and few are chosen. As much as people say it's Bible and this and that, they know it's factual intuition we just deal with at the end of the day. Even if it wasn't so said, done, it's done. You can't fool we. Remember, you know, the other day Coffee get a Grammy. Some people I try psych out she agenda. No, not she agenda. Well, yes, she agenda. What is her agenda? Not what's her agenda as female and male or whatever, but what's her agenda, what she's about, what she's trying to do. Get to find out this Coffee have a girlfriend. Some says, okay, whatever, you know, she get a Grammy. Are you all playing on the girl? You didn't see the girl get a Grammy. You didn't see the girl get a Grammy. You didn't see the girl. What the fuck is a Grammy? After when you defile yourself, if that's the case, what the fuck is a Grammy, people? That's why people so jockey to be on certain people music level. Man, fuck these people, man. Fuck them. And I mean fuck them by saying stay away from them. So instead of saying fuck them, I use another word. Stay away from them. You don't need to be in negativity. Fully up and know. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing now, because me and all go change. If I know certain, because I don't keep it as certain way simple, because I don't know too much about the certain people close with me. Where? But excuse me, you can't pay me to wear no Versace. I don't care. That's how militant I. You can't even give me $1 million no more and say, yo, put on them Versace there. Me, you're mad. That's why I know some people don't know me. You know. You can't pay me no type of money. You can't tell me about no type of riches. You can't give me no hundreds of cars, no hundreds of boat together with wives and telling me, say, yo, put on that Versace. If I know any of my clothes right now have Versace in it, and I didn't know, and I find out, trust me, it's gone. So I say that to all the celebrities who are fight down or pretend that they are not participating with the other side, the LGBT, because they know me, they're afraid to call no name. the gay lesbian and them crew. But all they wearing Versace. Boy, I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Have a blessed one to you all and tune in to chapter 2. The unification, ASCAN, all go check it out, right? This new, this is my first video, I ain't do nothing yet, so I'll just look for it, right? Looking at the description, you're gonna see it's ASCAN. Alright, so I'll just type in ASCAN on YouTube and subscribe. Even if I didn't see no video up yet, it's gonna be the first video that done about the channel that is gonna come to you. But I've made this first chapter here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just probably just put this first chapter. You will copy it and put it on ASCAN. Hopefully. But anyway, let's get it together, people. Right? And let's find a way to keep our children safe from these vipers. Because we don't lose the battle already. We could only hand the baton or the torch, you know. And when I say we don't lose, I mean we don't lose the battle already. Don't worry about the little few them supposed to be, holding the barrier. But majority, trust me, them going through the shoot. So we cannot allow our children also to go through the shoot. When is it gonna be? When is it gonna? When? When? When will we realize? When will we? When will we realize that our children is looking up to us, even though we don't see it? That's why they go different places. Because when they look, they realize we're not even looking forward to them. We're focusing on ourselves. But we have children though. Huh. But we're focusing on ourselves. You know? That's why some people out there, they're careless, doing anything and don't care. So again, when will we realize our children is looking towards us for guidance? Since they're looking towards us for guidance and we're not showing no connection, they become computerized children. Because just like how you could adapt and become neutralized citizen as in the so-called way, right? They adapted the computer and they're neutralized as computerized children. So now the computer runs their mind or control their will or give any say to what they have to do, meaning that they are now children of the computer. That's why you motherfuckers need to stop snoring and wake up. Have a blessed day.